Golazo, golazo, golazo!
Ooh, on his head top. Come on.
That was. You ever been? You know what's better than? You know what's honestly the best thing? Pissing drunk outside.
Nothing better. Just staring up into the stars. You're like, I'm having a great night. Like, this is fun time.
Sometimes I prefer to pee outside than I do a bathroom.
Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pro Am Podcast. Just a couple amateur athletes talking pro sports. I'm Sam Cohen.
I'm RJ Tamillo.
And please like and subscribe on everything. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. It's free.
It is.
I'm not going to say the whole saying, but it's free. I don't know what else to tell you people.
The real ones know the saying.
Hope Critter finds out.
Yeah.
Freaking Critter.
Shout out to Nelly for not watching the pod and not knowing that he won the tournament bracket challenge.
Shout out to you, Nelly.
Good shit, Nelly. Let's go.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Speaking of love, I'm getting none from the Celtics.
Oh, absolutely zero from the Lakers either.
I mean, both teams
Tough.
down 3-0, bro. This is just hilarious.
Who would have saw that coming?
Not
I don't think anyone in the world would have picked the Heat and the Nuggets to be up 3-0 on the Celtics and the Lakers in the finals that everybody was like, oh, the NBA wants the Lakers Celtics. They all want it. Do they? It doesn't look like
doesn't
it.
give a fuck what the NBA wants. They're going to get what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Not
everything's rigged, all right?
Everybody who says this shit's scripted is stupid.
Yeah.
You guys are just dumb.
Couldn't agree more.
This is it.
There's still people saying it's scripted, saying, oh, the Lakers are going to win in 7. They're going to win 4 straight.
What,
and then LeBron's going to score 52 versus the Celtics in the finals, game 7. That's a script, apparently.
No one's ever done that.
Okay.
No one's ever.
If LeBron could score 52 in a playoff game right now, he would. He can't.
Yeah,
can't do it anymore.
He's done it.
I'm sorry. It's over. He can't.
He's been in a time period where he was like, you know what? I'm going to drop 50 tonight.
Yeah.
And then does it. But now
he just can't do that anymore. And that's not a bad thing. Like, he's 39 years old.
Yeah, he's about to be 40.
Like, I mean, you can't expect too much out of him.
No.
And I really don't, expect him to, pull the Lakers out of a 3-0 hole and all this.
I don't expect anybody.
I'd love to see a little something, though. Maybe, not... going 0 for 7 from 3 every game, or
losing 6, maybe win 2.
Yeah, maybe
put a little fire back in your belly.
Just maybe shoot better than 38% a game.
You're telling me.
Just something. That's all I want from the all-time leading scorer. Just a little more efficiency. That was what you've been known for. Not very efficient.
You're
this
not
series.
wrong.
Not very efficient. AD's also been a ghost every other game. He's either disgusting or a ghost.
It's so weird to me. How do you do that?
I don't get it. Some nights he looks like he just is a beast and nobody can stop him, and then other nights it just looks like as soon as he touches the ball, it's he's afraid.
A part of me feels like the Celtics and the Lakers aren't taking this as seriously as they should be.
Yeah, I feel like the Lakers went down. I don't know about the Celtics specifically, but I feel like the Lakers went down 2-0 and then still weren't even worried. They're like, oh, we're gonna go win at home. I wasn't worried. I was like, they're not gonna lose at home. They haven't lost at home since March. And then they just go lose that game. That's just a dagger. Once that happens, it's over. Oh, no team in history has ever come back down 3-0. So
scripted, bro. Scripted my ass.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if LeBron does this right now and comes back down 3-0, maybe it is scripted.
Maybe we'll consider it.
Then I'll consider it.
But with the cards on the table right now, I mean,
it doesn't make any sense.
Also, everybody thinks everything
is scripted.
Apparently. And everybody just yells at refs.
Yeah, it's not a good way to enjoy sports. It's just
every time
you're gonna ruin it for yourself.
Any group I'm in that texts or anything, more than half the time it's something about the refs.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say a little too, but
no, yeah, of course. Obviously,
everybody
the refs
blames the ref, and then when something weird happens, they're like, "Oh, it's a script."
Rigged. Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
Always.
It's funny because a lot of people agree with it, so people don't realize how stupid it sounds.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, there's definitely been times where I've been like, oh, this looks rigged. But, that doesn't mean I actually think that
there's some people out there
rigged.
who wholeheartedly...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
People have sent group chats have been sent a leak pic. I'm like, are you actually believing this bullshit right now? In the age of technology that we live in.
Yeah.
Do you actually believe
that's going to get out?
That a crumpled up piece of paper.
Yeah.
Crumpled up. It looked like somebody threw it out.
That's the thing. It's never going to get printed out if there's a script. They're not going to print it. It's not like they give it out to everyone to read.
It was an office memo. They were like, hey, did you get the memo today?
Yeah.
Here's a memo.
It's got to be something that If that were to happen, which it's not even possible that could happen.
And I don't even want to sound rude, but like, are you stupid? That's the real question. How stupid can you be?
Yeah.
That's how far it goes. It's like, it's just how stupid can you be? I mean, do you think a crumpled up piece of paper
is an actual script
with that much detail
NBA Finals, but something that's worth that much money, where this many people put in this much money to it every year? You think that it's just going to be on this little piece of paper?
It's funny too, because like,
just for everyone to see.
Because like deep fakes exist and shit, and like I can make us both look like Donald Trump right now, make it look like Donald Trump sitting here having a conversation, but people still somehow believe that a piece of paper that could be edited 78,000 times over is like an actual script to $1 billion business.
I could just go on Twitter right now, right? I go on Microsoft Word, I type up a script, I make up whatever I want to happen for the rest of the finals. I just make it up, I type the whole thing, real elaborate, just post it on Twitter, be like, oh, I found this. Then it goes around and people think it's real. Like, it's crazy. Unbelievable the times we live in.
Yeah, I mean, again, I have no other word for it than just stupid.
Pure
like,
stupidity.
I know there's people who say it and don't believe it. Like, even a lot of my friends say it and don't believe it. I know they don't. But if you say it and, like, you actually, like, wholeheartedly mean it, there's actually, like...
something wrong with you.
No, yeah, you just have no common sense, probably. That's probably what it is. And I hate to be mean, but I'm coming at those people because I don't give a fuck.
It's definitely
you just have no common sense.
Just not a good way to enjoy sports either. Like, if you like really think that it's all rigged, why are you watching it? Like,
what's the point?
Do you care about your teams at all, or are you just like trying to like prove a conspiracy
theory? What's the point
theory?
Of any other team in the league doing anything either?
Yeah, if the script is already out, like why would they even play?
Like, you're telling me like when guys start the season every year, they start like a playoff series. There's a script, so like that guy on the other team that the only thing he wants to do in life is to accomplish this moment and win a championship. You're like, no.
Yeah. And you also just...
And it's funny to think that, like, even if in the stupidest scenario that it is rigged, you really think, like, Jokic is going to be like, I'm not going to
play my best.
I'm not losing in 7.
Yeah.
Are you on, like... What did I come here for? What have I worked my entire
Why did I average
life?
A triple-double for this entire playoffs just so I could lose in 7?
On purpose.
Like, and know about it and then not do anything about it and not even like expose the truth? Like, no one would ever do that. Not one athlete, not one competitor in the history of anything. So it's crazy. I don't know, man.
I hope we're going to clip the shit out of that, and I want so many people commenting on it because anybody who comments and says...
Yeah, so... I definitely think that anyone that thinks shit is rigged is dumb. But anyway, moving on. Let's get back to the Lakers-Celtics series that they're both just absolutely blowing. Basically, all the stars in both of these series for our teams, for the Celtics and the Lakers, just kind of aren't performing.
It seems like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum aren't even there.
Yeah, I mean, Game 3, they both laid duds, and when both of your guys lay a dud, then you just can't expect to win a game.
Not to mention... Al Horford might be on the coldest streak of cold streaks of all time.
Al's looking
of all time.
Age is catching up to
Derek
him,
White as well. My opinion has drastically changed on Derek White.
Yeah.
Drastically.
It's crazy how a playoff series can do that. Can change your opinion on someone real quick.
There's no dogs on this team.
No.
Grant Williams is the only one with heart on this team. I'm not... That's saying much. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown obviously have heart and they want to do nothing but win. But when it comes down to grittiness, they want nothing to do with it. I don't care what anyone says to me.
That's a fair assumption.
They don't want anything
agree with
to do with it. Anything at all. If you notice when Tatum gets hit hard, watch his face and the way he goes down every time. It's like he's like,
yeah. Same with AD. That's how I feel about AD. AD goes down. He fucking
Grant got fucking curb stomped. His nose is bleeding out, and he still wants to go right back in the game. Those are the only people I want on the fucking basketball floor when it comes down to this
even
shit.
like I'll give Jaylen Brown his nod for toughness. Like he's been playing with a fucking mask on, so yeah, I'll give him a nod for that. But I know what you mean. Like it does kind of seem like
they're lifeless.
Yeah,
they look like, fucking lifeless.
Like it's in Game 3. Like it's almost like they were dead before it even started.
I don't even know.
They looked like they didn't even want to play.
Let me tell you something. The major retool offseason. Major.
Yeah,
I'm talking. Get rid of Al. Maybe get rid of D. White. Smart, I love Marcus Smart to death, and I always will. He cannot start anymore. He just can't. Why do we have Brogdon coming off the bench?
Yeah, Brogdon's a better player than Smart.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? If you think about it, like when it comes down to it,
doesn't take much thought.
He does just about everything better besides play one-on-one on-ball defense.
I mean, what are we doing?
Like, so I don't know.
We need to get rid of Al and get an actual young good bit. Like
Maybe just let Robert Williams rock, or
I mean, we need somebody else than Rob Williams.
well, yeah. I mean, you think he would start though? Maybe like you give him his opportunity, then you grab another young guy to back him up.
I want Nas Reed.
That wouldn't be a bad pickup.
Badly.
That would be a pretty good pickup, actually. I like that.
24 years old.
Is he that young?
Guy can handle the ball. He
That
can bang
is a
down
plus.
low, and he's got great vision. And he's from Jersey. Went to Roselle Catholic.
Shout out Jersey.
So I would really like to see him. I just want somebody that's not Al.
Yeah, I
I
don't
also
blame
love
you.
Out
He's
of
old.
Death. Don't get me wrong on
Yeah,
that either.
I mean, there's a fine line between like you love guys and like you want them around
But
and
you
you want
gotta
them on
let
your team,
'em
but
go.
sometimes like it's just they're not the answer anymore, and you got to move on, and that's sports, and you just
it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
yeah, it's a business. At the end of the day, it's a
really
cliche
is.
statement, and a lot of people say it, but it's a
It is a
business at the end of
business.
the day. So yeah.
Also, I think people, sometimes myself included, get a little hard on Joe. But he's just getting coached laps around him right now, which
yeah,
sucks.
I was gonna say that
It's
too.
it's so clear
Yeah,
that he's literally getting circled by Spo.
and
Circled.
in his defense, that's one of the best coaches ever. So like
He started out the same way Missoula did.
Yeah, exactly. He's just at a very, very earlier point in the timeline of being a coach.
Got a great team.
You gotta just let him kind of roll through it a little bit.
I do, but
It's not
also
just gonna go to the finals right away, but at the same time,
getting rid
expectations were high.
getting rid of Ime, and it's not like we were bad this year. Or anything.
No, you're the top 2 seed in the.
So
in
it's
the
not like he
East.
did a bad job.
No,
I'm not saying he did
definitely
a bad
not.
job.
But playoff coaching
It's-
is different.
And it sucks when you go to the finals last year and you know the next year coming up, you know, like
The expectation is let's win the
Finals or
finals
bust.
or it's a bust.
Finals or
Yeah,
bust.
exactly. So when you have a first year head coach
It's
in
so
that
tough.
situation,
It's
it's
so
kind of
tough.
like a
he
double-edged
looks
sword.
lost at this point in time, and I hate to see it because I
Yeah.
do like the guy, but he
Yeah.
looks fun. He just looks lost, plain and simple.
Nothing wrong with saying that because it's just the facts. It's not a shot at him or anything, but
Listen,
it's,
I'm the first to defend anybody on
Yep.
that team, no matter what.
I don't blame you.
So, but he just looks lost. I don't even know what to say about him anymore. And not to mention, the Heat are playing some insanely high level basketball.
They are the best 8 seed ever.
Gabe Vincent dropped
Sure.
29.
Yeah, he was. I wrote it
Jimmy
down
Butler
here.
had 16 points.
Gabe Vincent was 6 for 9 from 3. Duncan Robinson was 5 for 7 from 3, and Caleb Martin was 4 for 7 from 3. So when those 3 guys are combining
Not to mention-
for that many threes, like
Not to mention, even Max Strus could do that any given night.
exactly, and he had an off night.
And then you put in Kevin Love, Bam, Kyle Lowry, and Jimmy.
And Jimmy didn't do shit last game.
Jimmy had 16.
Yeah, and still handily beat them. So I don't know. Lakers too are just. I think Darvin Ham is just as lost as Joe Mazzulla is right now. I mean, like, I understand
funny,
he's got
too, 'cause
experience like being with championship teams and stuff, but like being a head
teams-
coach is an entirely different beast.
And the teams we both are playing, their head coaches are
Have been there
top
for a
5
while.
in the league right
Exactly, they've been there. Their teams have been there. They've been established. They've developed chemistry for years. This Lakers team's played together for 30 games. So like, I mean,
I give them credit for being where they're at.
I
quite
agree.
honestly.
I'm realizing it now. Like game 2, I was like literally fuming, like so mad, like sell the team, kill, like all this. I was getting
But
pissed.
now that you said that,
after
though,
game
they-
3, like
Not just that they've only played like 30 games.
yeah, like think
be
about
where
that.
they're at.
How the fuck are they in the Western Conference Finals right now? Like that's actually crazy. So I'll
It
tip
is.
my cap to
It
them
is.
for making it this far because even before the playoffs started, I was like, oh, we're not even gonna beat the Grizzlies. And then like it started to get closer, and I was like, oh, like Lakers in 5 because like I just
You
got
just
hyped,
love
but,
saying
like,
Lakers in 5.
I do. And
You
I
say
don't
anything
know.
in 5. Raiders in 5, Orioles in 5.
Always.
Anything just in 5.
Always.
Even
It's a
if it's
catchphrase.
one game.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll like I said, I'll give the Lakers credit for making it there, but
I'm going to give
It's
us
tough.
zero credit whatsoever.
yeah, I mean,
And I
rightfully
think-
so. We're
I
in
think
very
our-
different situations as organizations.
I think our arrogance got in the way of ourselves. I also know
agree
for a
with that.
fact, literally since Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals last year, that the Heat have had us circled on their
oh,
calendars.
absolutely. I mean,
all
when
year.
you match up with a
And they're
team,
finally getting their get back.
when you match up with a team that many times in the Eastern Conference Finals, like you not like obviously it's a very different roster than those other years, but like last year you guys met up. It's a very similar team than you had last year. It's pretty much the same team.
They had the same team last year.
Exactly.
There's
So,
no
like,
one new.
It's not like there
Besides
was like
Kevin
a
Love,
whole lot of like
Who's
like,
14-0 in Eastern
turnaround.
Conference Finals games, by
Exactly.
the way.
Yes.
Kevin
Remember
Love,
that?
14-0 in Eastern
That's
Conference
crazy.
Finals games.
Absolutely crazy. I think what it was Eastern Conference series.
No way.
Yeah, because he went to the finals every year he was with the Cavs.
So he's been to the finals.
So every year that he's lost in the playoffs was in the finals. So every Eastern Conference he's won. So far he's about to do it again. This guy's never gonna lose in the Eastern Conference.
Jesus, man. That's why we're losing.
Pretty much, it's the
That's
Kevin
what
Love
it is.
effect. That's it.
Damn. I thought it was the Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown disappear in the fourth quarter
That
effect.
could also be playing a big
That's
part. in
all
it,
I've been seeing.
I would say. I think the Lakers' problem is, well, many things, but mostly like guys like D'Lo just doing nothing, like absolutely nothing, just being a pylon on the court.
I knew once he got back to LA, he would get back in that lazy, comfortable
dude.
where I am D'Lo state. I knew it. The only time he was really, really, really fucking good was in Brooklyn because he didn't have guaranteed shit.
Yeah, exactly. And when he came back, like when we first made this trade and he came back to the Lakers, he was playing well, and I was hyped and I liked it. And
He was playing well. He
and
played well in the playoffs against the Warriors. He
did.
had multiple good games.
He did.
Multiple.
And then he also had the games where he would just disappear. And then since then, he's just gone. He hasn't done a single thing. Like, he was 1 for 8 the first game, then he was like 1 for 11 the next game. Like, gotta give me something, dude. Like, something.
Give me your craziest off-season hypothetical for the Lakers.
Craziest
Something you want to happen, but probably
Okay.
may not happen, could happen, but just a major move. Because I know mine. It's going to sound nuts, too.
Well, this isn't a major thing, but this is just something that I want to happen, should happen, and I think will happen because I kind of went on record saying it might. But Reeves and Hachimura are getting extended.
They better.
That needs to happen, like, first thing. Reeves, Hachimura. In that order, make it happen. Obviously, I don't think AD's going anywhere, but, like, if we're talking crazy hypotheticals, like, let's fucking send AD packing. Just get him out. And Bron. Get them both out. If they don't fucking win. Nah, honestly, I'd rather trade LeBron. Keep AD, build around.
I've already told you, Bron's not going anywhere.
I know he's not. That's the thing. You can't even make up a hypothetical for that because he's going to be in LA regardless. His whole family's there. His son's going to college there. All that.
It's tough. It's tough luck.
Like, when in NBA history,
That'd be crazy, though.
think about this.
Has LeBron ever gotten traded?
Never. But think about what kind of package you would get
for a
LeBron. 39-year-old, though. Like, when in NBA history have you been able to probably acquire multiple picks and maybe a player?
How old's Kevin Durant?
35, 34. So, like, even that was a crazy one. Like, the package that he got was nuts. So, like, LeBron, if you get about half that for a 39-year-old for 2 years of him.
Who just broke the all-time scoring record.
Yeah, like, and that also kind of guarantees you
Somebody could Aaron
Bronny,
Rodgers
though.
him.
Because, like, if you get LeBron, like, you're probably getting Bronny. So, I don't know.
He might get Aaron Rodgers. Aaron
Could.
Rodgers.
Could.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not going to lie. I would be for it. I would, like, sign off on that move.
All right.
Because I
I
personally...
asked for a crazy hypothetical.
Yeah, that's a crazy one.
If you had it,
Send him somewhere.
where would it be?
Send him to...
What is your reasonable Bron trade?
Good luck. Let me think
This
here.
is a tough cookie to figure out, but I wasn't really expecting you to say trade Bron.
I would...
Once you said trade AD, I was like, we can work
Imagine
with
this. Imagine they send him to Orlando after he went on record saying if they ever traded me to Orlando, I would retire. That'd be so funny. Trade him to, they don't even have any assets. You get
that.
Paolo.
Franz Wagner.
Go get Paolo.
Yeah, they're going to give away
They
their
definitely wouldn't do
pick.
that. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even think of like a team you can send him to because you can't even make up a trade package for him.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't happen.
I got one for us.
What you got?
Trade Jaylen Brown for Lillard.
I trade LeBron for Lillard.
A
straight
guy
up.
I know can finish games in playoff series. And a guy where Tatum can go hide, Tatum. You're good.
Yeah, Dame.
We got Dame time, brother.
Dame ain't gonna hide.
We got Dame time. Give my man the ball. We got Dame
That
time.
would be pretty wild. Dame in
Free up a
Boston.
bunch of money because Jaylen Brown just qualified for a
Yeah.
max. Just qualified. Get rid of Al. Move Smart to the bench.
Yo,
Still have Brogdon on the bench. Get rid of D. White.
but when you start
maybe even-
Brogdon, and you would go Lillard, Brogdon, JT.
Oh, I forgot JB would be gone. Lillard,
Yeah.
Brogdon, JT, get rid of Al. At that point, I don't know who he would sign, but let's just put a filler in as Gallinari
Okay.
and Robert Williams. And then you got Marcus Smart coming off the bench.
That's not that bad.
You have Grant Williams, maybe.
What do you think it would take to get Lillard? Do you think you could do a straight up trade? Is that what you're saying?
I'm thinking of D. White, Jaylen Brown. Like, you're telling me the Blazers are going to turn down a Jaylen Brown?
I mean, if they're gonna trade him, you might as well just take Jaylen Brown. Like, who else are you gonna get that's better than him? Nothing. You're not. Like, unless like the Sixers were like, oh, let's trade Embiid for him, but like that's not gonna happen either.
Please.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Let's think about that. Electric. Let's talk about. I was seeing some shit. People were going crazy on Twitter today. All the Sixers fans were like, all right, I think it's time. The process is over. Like, we got to send Embiid, like, and build around these young stars. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right, let's see what these guys have to say.
Are you dumb?
Those trades were not realistic. None of them.
Are you dumb? Are you dumb, Philly? Probably. You probably are.
Because anybody in their right mind would just laugh at the thought of that.
Like, let's go trade the MVP the year after he wins the MVP. Like, come on. What are we doing here, people? Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to...
That's a low.
That is a low. I'm going to get into that.
That's a low of a low.
Why would we?
That's low.
Yeah.
That is just funny. I thought the NBA being scripted was stupid. That might be dumber.
There was like a whole thread. It was literally like trade scenario after trade scenario. People just sending them in.
Max Kellerman brought up Kyrie going to the Lakers.
Oh. I'd rather die.
Imagine that shit show in LA.
It would be brutal. I think, honestly, though, like, I think the only place where he might not be a shit show is with LeBron.
That's what Matt. All right, that was Max Kellerman's reasoning.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
Who's the only guy he's won a chip with? LeBron.
Yeah.
Who's the only guy who's acted sane on the same team as LeBron?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
That was about like 8 years ago.
That's true. Now he thinks he's like
his ego is through the fucking roof.
Yeah, he thinks he's like some kind of philosopher, like just like spreading knowledge all over us. I don't know. Like,
he's a philosophizer.
Guy's crazy.
Ow.
Oof. That sounded like it hurt.
My knee like twitched. I didn't even do that on purpose. That fucking hurt. Ouch.
Yeah, I don't want Kyrie. But like, you gotta let D'Lo walk. So like, you gotta replace him.
There's no need to have that guy on your damn team.
There's not. I don't want
You
Kyrie.
guys have a replacement.
Who?
Scottie Pippen Jr.
I'd like to see him play more. I bet you he can ball. Like,
not bad.
I mean, he was dropping like 30 points in the G League when he was down there, and we call him up every now and then and play him for like 2 minutes, and then go back down and drop 30.
I saw something that really, really, really surprised me.
What was that?
So I saw a matchup between France and USA.
Basketball?
Kenny Lofton Jr. was going at Wembanyama.
Was he?
Bodying this kid.
Really?
I mean, if you look at Wembanyama...
I mean, yeah, he's a twig. He's like Chet Holmgren. Like, basically everything people were saying about Chet Holmgren can be true for Wembanyama.
Let me tell you something about Chet Holmgren.
And he got his foot snapped the second he stepped on the court.
I hate him.
Not a fan?
I hate him. I hate Chet Holmgren because he's so arrogant and he literally hasn't done shit in the NBA. And
not a thing.
I just want to see him go up against like an Embiid and still be arrogant.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Please. I mean, he got backed down by LeBron in a pickup game and broke his foot, like, instantly, with like before the season even started. So you wait until like a 7-foot, 290-pound man starts backing him down, it's game over. He's going to snap his sternum in half. Literally one shot to the chest, and he's going to be on the court.
Wemby's kind of the same way in body size, but I think... I don't know. I know the Spurs are not going to fuck that up.
No, I also read a thing that Wembanyama has like done every single thing possible to like take care of your injuries. So like specifically, he does like these foot workouts that strengthen your feet because big guys have like Chet Holmgren, obviously.
They all have bad feet.
They all have bad feet, yeah, and knees. So he does
for them.
Does all kinds of like strength and conditioning things on his feet and his knees, like in his free time, and he's been doing that for like a while since he's been tall. So I think, yeah, like you said, I think the Spurs won't fuck that up.
I mean,
and I think he'll stay
pretty
healthy, hopefully.
There's an organization that knows what they're doing with big men.
Definitely.
It's definitely Popovich and the Spurs.
100%. Absolutely.
But this is the most
versatile big men they've probably ever drafted.
I mean, Tim Duncan wasn't like a guy that could shoot coming into the league.
Well, you could shoot mid-range.
I know, but like he wasn't like known as like a shooter.
Yeah.
And then just came in and like his like mid-range became disgusting because he worked on it for years, but
And then David Robinson
didn't like have that already in his bag coming into the league.
Robinson was just an animal.
He was just like literally his arms were this big. So
I mean, they called him the Admiral.
yeah, that's my favorite part of Like Mike is when you've seen that movie, right?
Of course.
When he's sitting on the bench and they're all like just like
Admiral?
watching the game and he's like, Admiral, Admiral, and then the guy sitting next to him just grabs his face and just like.
Tell him to tune in next episode. Pro and Pod.
yeah, he will. He watches.
I know
he downloads his episodes before flights,
I know he's a faithful fan.
which is also big for us too because we love the downloads.
Don't have to worry
Downloading
about
videos.
Kev Dog. Shout out Kev Dog, RJ's
Shout
cousin.
out to him.
Loyal fan, hell of an MLB player.
That is true.
He's got all the good cards. I always keep the same 99.
He's a grinder. He grinds.
I don't. See, that's my issue. I'm good
Yeah.
though, but I
Yeah.
just don't grind.
That's the thing. Like you don't really.
That might be why I don't grind.
Yeah, because it's
Give me a 99.
You
I
have
don't
more
give a
fun
fuck who
playing
it is.
against people.
Yeah, I also just play online. I can't. The computer it gets so boring.
I
to
like
me.
playing against the computer, like doing just getting challenges and stuff. But that's only because they give you so much shit for playing them. So that's the only reason. But like,
And
if there wasn't that much like free stuff out of it, I would just
If there's one thing anybody who ever has watched me play video games or knows anything about me in video games is I'm a huge franchise guy.
Oh yeah, you are.
Love a
Big
nice
time.
franchise mode.
I am too. Speaking of Kevin, we literally used to play franchise modes in every sport you can think
Dude,
of.
me
Like,
and my
over-
brother would
it's-
do the
it's
same thing.
Literally the best. Like, I
Immediately
feel
get
like
the game.
most people that were sports fans did that growing
Immediately
up.
get a player.
Yeah.
Create a player right away.
Yep,
put
you
him
stick
on,
a 99 on a team.
Right on your team.
What me and Kev used to do, we would create ourselves for NHL. We would put ourselves on a wing, and so he'd be the left winger, I'd be the right winger or something, and then we'd stick ourselves in like the Flyers top line, and then we would just like play a full season with the Flyers plus us as 99s,
Yeah.
and then just like trade for young talent and like
I
bring
mean, I've
guys
done
up,
that.
simulate
Dude,
years.
it's-
Yeah,
I've
it's
done
the
it
best.
all. I've made an entire NBA league with new teams. All like not drafted, like new teams. Like,
Oh, really?
Like brand new teams.
Like expansions
logos.
and stuff?
Yeah.
That's
No,
sick.
I just replaced every team with a brand new team.
got you. That's sick. That's
I
all.
sat
That's going
there-
all in.
I sat there and thought about what every team should do and their mascot and shit and their jerseys and
That's
the
sick.
whole nine.
Remember the SAFPA 2K league?
Oh my god, that was lit.
We had a whole league. It was like,
You can't tell me that wasn't fun though.
no, it was a blast. We had
We
like
did a
what
draft
six
on
or
my
seven of
deck.
us.
Yeah, we did a draft on my deck, and we drafted it. Like,
Full
I
NBA
forget what year
teams.
it was. It was like 2017 or something like
Yeah,
that.
full NBA teams, and we would just
13
draft.
guys. You had 13 guy roster. You just did a draft, and
Like just
we
the six of
drafted.
us. We would take the like. So I'd have say I had the first, you had the second, and then the rest of us
Sick.
figured out the top six. Then it would just start over. We would just draft all the top players in the league. So we'd be absolutely stacked, our teams, but we won't be playing against like the computer teams that are
Just
shit.
us.
Just the 6 teams that are.
I had a
in our
yeah,
thing.
I had a roster like loaded up on like the you know
Yeah, 2K Cloud,
yeah whatever the fuck
whatever
it
it's
is.
called.
And wherever we were, you just download that roster and your teams are good. You just go to that
Yup.
specific team you have, and then you guys just play a game. We'd log this shit down.
Yo, let me see if I can find the Twitter
We
account.
had a Twitter account, but we'd also log this down, like write it down. We used to physically write it down.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Records, who's beat who, all that. And it was quite a time.
I found it.
I'll say.
The official Twitter of the SAFTBBA.
Jesus, holy acronym.
Saturdays are for the Boys Basketball Association.
What an acronym.
Are there any tweets?
Yeah, I was the one
I just
running
see
the
pictures
account.
of players.
So my first tweet was San Antonio Spurs win the home opener against the Nuggets. Player of the game is Kevin Durant, and it was just each game was who won and then the player of the game.
There's nothing about a specific person.
Now there's a
No
few.
names
Here we go.
mentioned?
After talking to Liam Ryan, head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, he said his team played like complete and utter dog shit against the Washington Wizards.
But he was controlling the team.
Oh, here we go. Trade alert. Denver recently traded Giannis Antetokounmpo and Avery Bradley for Washington's Kevin Love. Wow,
fuck
who got
made that
fleeced?
Who are the Nuggets?
Why do I think you were the Nuggets?
If I was, I'm stupid as fuck.
Wait, there's no way someone made that trade.
Was I the Nuggets? You sure?
I don't remember. We can find out though if I keep scrolling. I was the Spurs. This one says insider Stephen A. Smith says Tamilo isn't sniffing a trade until his 2-0 Spurs are defeated. This is great.
Dude, there's no like. Damn, bro, I want to know who the Nuggets are.
Nasty words have been thrown by coaches Liam Ryan and Dean Clemmer as tempers grow from last game.
Somebody got in like a real. Him and Ant got into a big argument.
Here are the standings here. Spurs, Nuggets, Wizards. I know Dean was the Wizards. I was the Spurs.
I'm going to be honest, I was probably the Nuggets.
I think you were. I think you traded Giannis and Avery Bradley for Kevin Love.
Probably didn't want Giannis.
I mean, at the time, it was 2017. How good was Giannis in 2017 in 2K? Probably not as good as Kevin Love.
You're right. I might have done a fleecing.
At the time, it could have been a fleece. But long term, if this league...
I'm going to pull up those ratings.
If this league stayed and like kept going over the years, would have been an interesting move. This is funny, though. This one says, head coach Dean Clemmer says a win should be expected, and if they lost, Olynyk will be embarrassed nationally in front of his family. Oh, well, what a league.
Wait, Giannis, 2K rating, 2K17. He was an 83 in 2016, 2017.
Giannis?
Yeah.
There you go. Not a bad move.
So
K-Love was probably like a 90.
$82.
Interesting.
I guess I fucked up there.
I mean, it's,
wait, no,
it's probably just...
That's 2K17. I think it was 16.
It was 16, yeah.
I don't care about now. He's a 76 now. It sucks. Dude, just tell me. I just took it 16.
Oh, yeah. You are the head coach of the Nuggets. Because it says head coach Sam Cohen said Nuggets need to play or need better ball movement to win because they're playing blind right now.
What a dummy.
He was some good tweets. I wish I kept this going.
He was an 81. So
Interesting move out of you.
yeah.
Is it like increasingly hot in here?
It is getting a little warm.
I'm sweating my
Yeah,
ass
I'm
off
also
right
pretty
now.
parched. Starting
You're
to sweat.
parched?
I'm I finished my water and then I'm starting to sweat, getting a little hot. Ooh, excuse me.
We're 34 minutes in.
Are we?
Yeah, dude, we've been fucking talking away.
Yeah,
Melo just
13.
retired.
Carmelo did retire. Let's give a shout out, Mr. Carmelo Anthony. Stay mellow, my friend. Legendary career. It was a pleasure to watch you on the court. I remember when he went to the Knicks. I was like, obviously I'm not a Knicks fan, but when he went there, I was for some reason
It was great for basketball,
liked it.
dude.
Yeah, like
it was so good for
it was
basketball.
so cool. Like that whole video that he did too, the coming home video. Oh my god, it was dope. I had a Mellow Nuggets or net.
I had a Nuggets one.
Knicks.
Baby blue.
I had that actually also,
sick.
but I had the Knicks T-shirt number 7.
That shit was raw.
Something about the number 7 in New York looked cool. He like just pulled it
rocked
off.
it.
He rocked
fucking
it,
rocked
yeah.
it,
And it was
man.
cool. Like you see him wear 15 his whole career, and then he goes to New York, and now he's 7. Lucky 7.
Then he
Fire.
dude, I don't know. He just rocked it.
He did. Big Mellow fan. Shout out to him. Best of luck on your endeavors in retirement.
Got anything else to add here, brother?
The O's are the second best team in baseball, so there's really nothing else I got to say about that. So I think we'll wrap it up. Thank you for listening to the Pro Am Podcast. I'm RJ Tamillo.
I'm Sam Cohen.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Send this video to a friend. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We got TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that good
You
stuff.
name it, we got it.
You name it, we got it. Thanks for listening to the Pro Am Pod.
It's probably these lights, too.
Oh, yeah,
To be honest.
100%. All right, thank you for listening.